MGM presents... That's me. MGM presents me as Hercule Poirot, the Belgian sleuth. Au revoir. No. Don't try to sneak up on Poirot, my friend. It could be dangerous. Oh, I know that normally, wherever Poirot goes, there is intrigue, excitement, murder. But not here, not today, not in London. No, I'm here actually simply to see my tailor. Now, if you'd been with me last week in Istanbul, well, but there we are. I'm sorry. Again, over. Please, do not follow Poirot. This is London. Nothing is going to happen. Goodbye. What, may I ask, is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of, what, Monsieur Poirot?
This.
That?
It tugs.
Tugs? Tugs, it's a tugs.
Ah.
What?
Cigarette, huh?
Yes. No, I don't want a cigarette. Put them away. Put them away.
Just as I thought, sir. We have given up smoking since our last fitting, have we not?
We have, and we do not care to discuss it.
Not only does it upset the nerves, but as one might say, we exchange the weed for the weight. And the bulge is no longer disguisable.
Bulge?
Bulge.
I have no bulge. I've not changed my shape.
Hmm? Perhaps you will be so kind as to observe this jacket, the one you came in. Notice the crease. It also tugs. I'm afraid we have only two alternatives. Either we resume smoking, or we diet.
I shall do neither.
Thank you, Cracknell.
Here he is, sir. Snooping about just like you said he would be.
Well, you picked well for a discreet killing, my friend. Very professional. What have you to say for yourself? Hmm?
Come on, speak up. Doesn't seem to want to talk, sir.
You're Anne Cracknell. Well, explain yourself. Parlez-vous français? Parle italiano? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Habla usted español? Omelette hellenica? Bana saga pura tu de la.
I'm neither French, Italian, German, Greek, Spanish, or Burmese. I happen to be an Englishman.
Well, then you have disgraced yourself.
How so, pray?
One does not expect an Englishman to be an assassin.
Good heavens, I haven't come here to assassinate you. I've come here to protect you.
Protect me, indeed. I've never heard such an extraordinary assertion. Can you support such a statement?
Certainly. Would you care to see my credentials? As you see, I am temporarily attached to the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries.
Thank you, Cracknell. Arthur George Thomas Rufus Hastings.
Hastings.
Of course, Hastings. By the way, how is Sir Edward?
Sir Edward?
Your chief, old Teddy Stingwell.
Is that his name?
Hmm.
I've always known him as X.
Really? What is the interest of the British Secret Service in Poirot?
Her Majesty's government seems to think that you're a very important person and as such are entitled to protection.
Ah.
I understand you're not very popular with the criminal classes.
No.
There would be the most almighty top-level fuss, you know, if you were stabbed, shot, or blown up, or indeed suffered any inconvenience while on British soil.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it would, actually. Well, in that case, I suppose you must join me in a massage, my faithful bulldog. One never knows, does one? You know, I once found a black widow in my bed.
Black Widow in his bed? Well, I don't know why you should object to that unless she wasn't very...
Ah, Cracknell. Be ruthless, Cracknell. Be merciless. Oh. Oh! 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 Too hard.
Monsieur Poirot. There's going to be murder.
This is a segregated establishment. You should be on the other side of the building.
There's going to be murder.
Oh?
I'm frightened. That's why I'm here. I'm terribly frightened.
Oh, you think someone is going to kill you, eh?
No, I'm going to kill someone.
No more massage, please.
I can't help it, you see. I must kill.
Ah, things! Oh. Ah, things!
Don't fall out, Monsieur Poirot!
Ah, things! Ah, things!
Don't do that, Monsieur Poirot! Don't do that! You mustn't do that! You can't do that!
Ah,
I
things!
killed this morning already a man. His initials were AA.
Eh?
I've killed before. I must kill again.
Oh, ah, things!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Toodaloo! Ah!
Don't do that, Poirot. Listen to me.
Cracknell! Ow! Oh!
Don't.
Oh, I am sorry, sir.
Cracknell! Help me!
How, sir?
I don't know this woman.
All right, young woman. On your way.
Get out!
After her! Come back! Come back!
Poirot, dangerous. Stay where you are, Poirot. I'll handle her. I'm used to it.
You are sure we wish to commence with brandy?
Yes.
Oh, monsieur.
Ah, extraordinary.
And this is even more extraordinary.
What is?
That such a chic creature has nothing in her handbag, no mirror, no makeup, nothing. Only this. What is this? What is that?
It's a scoring card from a bowling alley.
A skirkin.
Pour monsieur, pâté de foie de trou.
How you can eat at a time like this?
It is not for this, you may believe me. It is for this. The little gray cells.
Ah! ABC. Her initials, obviously. ABC.
Good Lord.
I also read the newspapers. Now I ask myself, why should she wish to kill Poirot?
You want to be jolly careful from now on. Where you go, what you do, what you eat.
Neat.
She used poison on the dog. It says so there.
Well, then you'd better taste it.
Oh, no.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think there's much chance in
It's
here.
your duty. You're here to protect me.
I don't normally eat pâté.
Taste.
I say, this is rather good.
This is a challenge to Poirot. Why should this woman have nothing in her handbag except that? My little gray cells tell me. Obviously, she wants me to go to the bowling.
The bowling?
Yes. Now, why?
Oh, the bowling.
Maybe she's in love with me. It's happened before. Very well, I shall go.
Now, Claire, for your own sake, why don't you cut back to Brussels?
I shall go. Where I choose, when I choose, how I choose.
In that case, it will be my painful duty to stay right behind you.
Monsieur? Les rognons, monsieur?
Ah, yes. I shall prepare the seasoning. Thank you. Now, the piquant. Just enough, huh? Yes.
Now, the salt. Do you mind? Thank you.
Now, lemon.
Very good. Now, the brandy. No, not enough. A good tot. Now.
Bet you don't do it again. I need some bowling shoes in a hurry, please.
What size?
I'm afraid I don't know the size. I usually have my shoes made for me.
Well, if you don't mind getting to the back of the queue, sir, we'll see if we can knock you up a pair.
Looking for someone to play with?
I am looking for someone, actually, yes.
Well, this someone is Betty Barnard.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Miss Barnard, but I'm expecting someone.
It seems she stood you up, doesn't it?
It would seem so, yes. Maybe you can help me.
Well, it rather depends on what you have in mind. I'll be off in a few minutes. Got a cigarette?
Egyptian on the right, Virginian on the left.
Solid go. Hercule from Danielle. Who's Danielle?
La Comtesse de Sarigny is the most beautiful woman in Europe, actually.
Light?
Of course.
Won't you join me?
No, thank you. I've given them up.
Then why do you carry them with you?
To strengthen my willpower.
What good's willpower?
May I have my cigarette case, please?
How much is it worth?
It is beyond price. It's mine.
And this is mine.
Me? You couldn't afford the down payment.
Come on, get your coat on. You've got a date, remember?
So I have.
I happen to be looking for a young lady.
So I notice.
Very tall, very beautiful, very blonde, very strong. A little strange in her manner, you know? I don't know her name, but her initials are A, B, C. You know her.
No.
Now, why should you say that?
You can tell me about her.
You bet your life I
Shut
can.
up. There's no point in asking her about women. All she knows about is men, especially the size of their wallets.
All right. That's it, Don Fortune.
May I have my cigarette case, please?
There's your case.
My goodness, these young people certainly take their bowling seriously. are you going? Come back, Poirot!
Hey, you! Bring back those shoes!
Poirot, come back!
Hey, you, fat boy! Hey, you!
Let go of me. Will you let go of me?
Where do you think you're going?
I have to follow a man.
Young lady. Young lady, I've been looking for you. I am Hercule Poirot. Now, surely you wanted me to find you.
I don't know you. What do you want?
Oh, come, of course you remember wrestling with me in the steam room.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen you
Will
before.
you please turn this off?
You want some help, miss?
Yes, please. This man keeps bothering me.
Oh, come. Please, young lady, please. Please, young lady. Please. Please.
I think you better catch some other bus, don't you?
You mind your own business.
You mind his as long as you mind yours.
That young lady is my business.
She doesn't think so.
You mind your
Look,
business.
you just clear off.
Someone get a police.
Yes, that's a good idea. Call the police. Call the police.
Thank you. What's all this, then? Well, it was a bit late for Christmas. Sorry, sir. Been a long night.
You've noticed that too, have you? I want to borrow some boots.
Boots?
Boots.
I suppose it wouldn't be in the national interest to inquire what...
No.
No, sir. What size boots, sir?
Well, I generally have... Yes, well, we won't go into all that again. Just give me the largest boots you have.
Blackbot! Take your boots off.
What?
No questions. Take off your boots.
Now then, I want your help in tracing a very important missing person. I better see your inspector in charge of CID.
I'm afraid you can't, sir. He's out on a case.
Well, get him back.
Well, it's a case of murder, sir. Scotland Yard are involved.
Yes, well, we don't want little routine matters to it. Did you say murder?
These things do happen, sir. Thank you, Blackbot. Boots.
Thank you. I suppose the victim wasn't a little short, bald-headed Belgian with a bit of a beak, was he?
I hope they fit, sir.
You do mean a very short, very balding little Belgian with a beak?
That's what I just said.
This way, sir.
Well, the charge is using insulting behavior towards a young woman with intent to commit a breach of the peace, sir. There's nothing to worry about. He claims he's doing his yogurt.
Well, Poirot, what are you doing there? Get up, get down at once. Open the door, come on.
Yes, sir.
When I collected your clothes from the hotel, they asked me when you were leaving. I told them today.
Then you erred, my dear Asting. You erred.
You're valuable, sir.
I'm sorry, sir.
I do not wish to discuss it or even to think about it.
Yes. Look, why don't you go home? Then I could go home. I've been up all night. My wife won't understand.
There is a telephone. There is a telephone.
I'm not allowed to tell her that I'm in the Secret Service. She thinks I'm in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries.
Beyond belief.
Please tell me where you're going.
I cannot see why they're having such difficulty. The whole thing is very clear, Mr. Stringer.
I quite agree, Miss Marple.
The solution is ABC to anyone with half a brain cell.
If you must know, I have some unfinished business with my little bowling instructress.
Then I shall have to come with you.
I can't prevent you, but at least don't appear to be with me. If you must you follow so close? Listen.
Follow!
You mustn't be afraid.
It pays to be careful. Violent boyfriend.
Is she dead?
Dead.
Any blood?
Blood?
Blood.
No.
Oh.
Just a book.
ABC. The initials of the blonde. ABC.
Well, you've taken your time getting here. You can thank Monsieur Poirot for this. There's your murderer.
This is Inspector Japp of Scotland Yard.
I've talked to your ambassador, sir.
Oh? How is he?
Oh, very well, sir. I'd like to apologize for this misunderstanding, sir. I got the name as Parrow. Of course, if I'd realized it was Poirot.
Poirot?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, well, never mind all that now. Did you telephone my wife?
Oh, yes, sir. She says she's looking forward to having you home again.
Inspector!
Oh, yes, sir. No, sir, this blonde young woman, sir, this nutcase.
Actually, I said her manner was rather strange, did I not?
Yes, sir, yes. You say you've seen her on just those 2 occasions, huh?
Yes, try that trouser pocket, man.
Oh, yes. She didn't happen to threaten you with an air gun, sir?
A gun?
Yes, that's how she was killed. A poison dart in the neck fired from a high-velocity air pistol.
And how do you know it was not a blowgun? Congratulations.
Now, you've seen this blonde only on these 2 occasions, huh?
To repeat myself, yes. Thank you.
And you, sir?
To repeat myself once, give me the key, I'll manage.
You know, it's funny she never tried this air gun lark on you, sir. I mean, that seems her modus operandi. I mean, there was this water clown, and now this one, same fatal death.
Yes. That man's name was Albert Aachen. A. The initials of my strange blonde, A, B, C. Her first victim, A. Her second, BB. Her third...
CC. He thinks she's going right through the alphabet, Inspector.
All finished, yes, sir?
Yeah, all right, Sergeant, carry on.
How do you explain this calling card?
A nutcase.
Could it be that someone wants to make quite sure this girl ABC is blamed?
No, you saw for yourself. She attacked you.
You jumped to that conclusion.
No, I didn't. You did.
Oh, come, we're splitting hairs, as the good inspector said. She could easily have used her air gun on me twice. Why did she not? My little gray cell's answer. Maybe she did not want Poirot's life. Maybe what she wanted was Poirot's help.
Well, sir, all the help she may want, she can get from us.
From you?
The police. In the meantime, I'd be glad if you and the captain would accompany me to the police station and write out your statements. And, of course, any theories you may have. And
Statements? Theories? There is no time.
Afterwards, I will be glad to provide you with a motorcycle escort to London Airport.
Oh, that's very kind of him, isn't it? Thank you, Inspector.
My pleasure.
Nice.
Where is the bathroom?
Why?
Oh.
You'd better go with him, sir.
No, I'm all... Oh, I see what you mean, yes.
Through there, sir.
Thank you.
I'll come.
As you wish. A thought for you to conjure with, Inspector. Who is Sissy?
It came from the most beautiful head in Europe.
What? I used it to pick your lock. My wife. Oh. Well. No. You come here to make trouble for me about Betty, haven't you? I am in the position to ask questions, not you. Who is ABC?
I thought last night you knew about her.
And I thought last night you knew about her. No?
I tried to pick her up a few weeks ago. Betty was giving me the runaround. I wanted to make her jealous. I did.
It's very important you tell me about this girl.
Huh?
No.
Betty?
No. ABC.
Oh, she gave me the brush off. I don't know any more about her than the initials on her handbag. You want to talk to Dr. Doncaster, not me.
Doncaster?
Some head shrinker she's been going around with.
You don't seem to like him very much.
He's after Betty, too. Now, why don't you go and bother him? You're obviously potty, so he'd be fascinated. hope so. Then I shall be able to break your neck, won't I?
Excuse me, madame.
A death wish, I see.
Ah, Dr. Doncaster, your secretary told me I'd find you here.
Did she indeed?
Yes. Speaking of a death wish, do the initials ABC mean anything to you?
Should they?
Or the name Betty Barnard?
Can't we have him arrested?
Well, it seems we're acquainted.
One of your patients, obviously.
Not a patient exactly, no.
No, although it is true, madame, I would like to discuss with Dr. Doncaster what I have on my mind.
In Rotten Row?
That depends on the good doctor, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, shall we say at my office in an hour?
I don't think we should say anything of the sort, darling, because in an hour you'll be somewhere with me.
Yes, of course. I'm afraid I shan't be free until 6 o'clock.
Very well. 6 sharp. Where have I seen her before? Where have I seen...
Monsieur Poirot! Monsieur Poirot!
You were looking for me last night, weren't you?
And I found you, you remember.
Not exactly. I did tell you about AA, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And now you're going to tell me about Bibi? Oh, please.
Don't do that.
Let's talk. Bibi is dead. Who killed her?
Do you want my balloons?
Yes.
Then I'll have your funny hat.
Hello?
Now let's gather round. I propose to assume the girl is still somewhere in this area here. Now I propose to divide it into convenient sections and allot 1 car and 2 of you to each section, see? Now, Jenkins.
Yes, Sir Edward. I mean, Sir X.
And Roberts, I think you take this area here.
I quite agree, sir. It's not in the best tradition of the service.
Smith and Hodgson, this area there.
I don't regard him as being lost, sir. I regard him as being temporarily mislaid.
Barkman and Arbeed, this area to the left there.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Denham and Ibbotson, that area down there. Right?
Now, look here, Inspector. The odd murder here and there is neither here nor there. X tells me that if anything happens to Poirot, Her Majesty's government will have to apologize. He's got to be found.
Yeah, well, you look after your nutcase, Captain, and I'll look after mine. Jap? Yes? Yes? What? He's been at it again, sir.
Has he? Where?
Where? Hyde Park, molesting a young woman, sir.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
what? On a horse?
You mean she was on the horse?
Who was on the horse? Oh, he was, sir.
Well, that's something to be thankful for. Well, nail him, nail him.
Yeah. Look, get me a car and 2 motorcycles.
I thought you'd given up smoking.
This is a celebration.
Oh, really? What are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating my first cigarette in 51 days. You must have one.
Oh, that's awfully nice of you. Oh, that's very nice of you. We're friends, eh?
Of course.
Good. I was so hoping, you know, that if you couldn't see it from Her Majesty's government's point of view, you would see it from mine. Well, I mean, I've got really no interest in this matter except just to get home, explain things to my wife, get a shave, get these boots off, and get some sleep.
Yes, of course.
Well, I mean, you got some sleep last night.
A little in the cell, yes.
All that yogi stuff. Upside down. You slept like a bat.
Yes, I suppose I did.
I say, these cigarettes are ripping. Where'd you get them?
I make them myself.
Really? Oh, fancy. You know, I've always wanted to make my own cigarettes. I suppose it's really just a question of getting the right filter.
Sparks.
Yes, Doctor?
I know I have another appointment tonight, but you needn't wait. Good night.
I could work late again. Are you absolutely certain? I mean, are you quite sure you do?
Quite sure.
Yes, Doctor.
Doctor, it is exactly 6 o'clock.
Good evening.
I suppose your business is blackmail.
My business is justice. I'm Poirot.
I am not interested in your name, only in what you're up. Poirot.
Hercule Poirot.
Please. Yes, of course. It does look rather ridiculous, doesn't it? Weren't you...
Doctor, Betty Barnard is dead.
Shock tactics, eh, Monsieur Poirot? I'm sorry to disappoint you. It was in the evening papers.
You're an intimate friend of hers, of course?
Of course.
No tears, Doctor?
No tears, Monsieur Poirot. She was an experiment.
An experiment?
A near-perfect specimen of the primitive, aggressive, female, acquisitive personality. In lay language, a gold digger.
I see.
Women and their mental processes are my work.
Interesting work.
I enjoy it. Is that all?
Who is ABC?
ABC.
Blonde, beautiful, very tall.
Well, speaking of Amanda, of course.
Amanda. Amanda who?
Amanda Beatrice Cross.
ABC. Tell me about her.
I'm sorry, I never discuss my patients with anyone.
Your patient, eh? Are you still treating her?
No, she went to Switzerland last month. Some idea that the mountain air would be beneficial. I haven't seen her since.
And what if I tell you that your former patient asserts she is a murderess?
I'm not surprised.
That she asserts it or that she is?
She is a certain type of schizophrenic, a split personality. Perhaps I can explain it in simple language.
A paranoid schizophrenic, one half immature, one half influenced by a system of delusions. Probably delusions of persecution, contemporaneous with a sharply developing obsessional anxiety.
Quite.
One moment homicidal, the next a frightened child, actually.
Indeed.
Now tell me, Doctor, is it possible for this obsession to take the form of a preoccupation with the alphabet? A, B, C?
Monsieur Poirot, for you, I am prepared to break a rule. You wish to sit down? Listen.
A, B, C, A, B, 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 A, B, C, A, B, B.
I injected her with a so-called truth drug. I use it sometimes to break down inhibitions.
But is that all?
Yes, she proved 90% pentothal resistant. What she said there was its only effect. But at least it crystallized her obsession.
So that people with initials AA, BB, CC, and so on would be the natural targets for a homicidal drive, eh?
Obviously.
Tell me, Doctor, is it possible for such a person to be dominated?
Dominated?
Used as an instrument? Either for murder itself or a cover for murder?
It would make a fascinating experiment.
Thank you very much, Doctor. We shall resume this consultation at a future date.
Amanda!
Hide me, please hide me.
Amanda, you must go out the way you came in.
No, please, no.
Go out the way you came in.
I'll do anything. Anything. Anything.
If you don't mind my saying so, Captain, your appearance is getting a little embarrassing, even for the Secret Service. A wash and brush up, wouldn't it? Yes, well, it's only a suggestion.
But there he is. We'll stop him. Press the button. Come back.
Drive! Drive! I'm very sorry, sir. This is a police car, sir.
Police?
Taxi! Taxi! Drive! Drive! Come back, Poirot!
Sir Carmichael Clark. Oh, that would be the famous ship owner. Carmichael Clark. Sissy? Sissy!
And we to you, monsieur. Where are you going?
6 Darlington Square, and hurry!
6 Darlington Square. Are you sure?
Yes, of course. No. We must go to the Dorchester. I must change.
Are you suggesting that this young woman is going about London killing people and that she now proposes to butcher me?
Yes.
Simply because my initials are CC?
Yes.
What you need, sir, is a sherry.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Poirot. What you are saying is sheer nonsense.
The police at least don't think so. In fact, I imagine they'll be at this home very shortly.
The police here? Why,
to protect you. Sir Carmichael.
Dan, may I remind you that we are expecting a guest for dinner? Oh, Judson, some men may be calling shortly. Police, send them away. You may stay for as long as it takes you to finish your sherry, Monsieur Poirot.
Lady Carmichael, this... Allow me.
Thank you. You've just heard our master's voice.
Lady Carmichael.
Is anything the matter?
Egyptian tobacco.
Do have one.
No. I mean, no, thank you. I've given them up.
Poor man.
Lady Carmichael, I'm sure you can persuade your husband to take this matter seriously.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Monsieur Poirot, in certain moods, no one can persuade my husband of anything. Not even me. Believe it or not.
My stepbrother lives in a square world of his own, Mr. Poirot. For instance, he still thinks I'm too young to drink.
Most people are. I must say that he's taking this whole affair with remarkable coolness, and so are you.
Seriously, old Carr can at times be monotonously right. For instance, if there's anything wrong with the mandate, he certainly won't do us any harm. As long as it takes you to drink your sherry, the master said.
Strange family. Ah, no.
Back door. Go away.
I want a word with Sir Carmichael Clark.
Sir Carmichael Clark does not want a word with you.
All right, Captain. We'll return to the square. If you'll be kind enough to observe the premises, I'll procure a search warrant.
It's all right, Judson.
Thank you, madam.
Look, something came up after you
Oh,
told us.
never mind. I've missed you.
Congratulations.
Why are you still here?
I was told I could finish my sherry.
Well, I never like to see a man drinking alone. Why don't we join him, Diane?
Well, we are civilized, eh? Tell me, Doctor, how did you get along with my friend Inspector Japp?
Oh, a plainclothes case of retarded development, I should say. But not as interesting as the chap who was with him, a sort of tramp in a bowler hat.
Oh, yes, they're inseparable.
I put it to
Allow
them,
me.
Monsieur Poirot, as I put it to you. Thank you. This girl is lost, distracted.
You've seen her?
No, but that's how I imagine she must be by now. Anyhow, I feel that any shock, such as a clumsy attempt to arrest her, might well send her right over the edge into suicide.
Poor Amanda.
I offered my full cooperation to Inspector Japp, but I might as well have been talking to a trained chimpanzee.
Yes. Did you also offer your full cooperation in the case of Betty Barnard?
I explained about her, yes.
Yeah. May I have my lighter? Thank you. Did you also explain that you and Miss Barnard were friends, actually more than that? Duncan? Doncaster? Didi?
Congratulations, sir.
Carr. Eavesdropping?
My wife was never jealous of me. How very interesting. The cheater cheated, the deceiver deceived. You're taking a long time over your sherry.
It's such a large glass.
Didn't think I knew about it, did you? Sneak out in the middle of the night, back before the old fool wakes. So clever.
presume you have some grounds for these allegations, Sir Carmichael.
Grounds? Certainly. The word of a gentleman, which you so obviously are not, sir.
I happen to be passing, sir.
Ask Mr. Franklin to come here, please.
So it was Franklin.
I'm afraid Mr. Franklin is out, sir.
Out where?
Well, he said he was going to the Belfry, sir.
The Belfry?
A gaming club. Your precious stepbrothers practically bought the place with your money.
I don't believe you.
Go and see for yourself.
I shall be dining alone, Judson.
Very well, sir.
I shall require a taxi at 9 o'clock.
Well, I suppose I won't finish my sherry.
Will you excuse me, madame? Doctor?
Hold on! Hold on! I'm coming! I'm coming! Steady out there!
Messieurs, dames, faites le jeu. Rien sur le numéro. Rien ne va plus. Trois rouges, impérément.
Sir, please excuse me. Thank you. Sir Carmichael. Sir Carmichael. Excuse me. Sir Carmichael.
Please leave me alone.
Please listen to me, sir.
Stand up. I want to talk to you.
Sir, believe me, your life is in danger.
I have some
Believe me, sir,
questions
your
to
life is
ask
in
you.
danger.
Batman running away! Take it!
you at least wish to know my thinking on this case? Every policeman in London is looking for ABC. Yes? Well, she is not only remarkably beautiful and remarkably blonde, she is about 6 feet tall. Does not something strike you?
But of course, why haven't you caught her?
Precisely. Someone must be harboring her.
Harboring her?
Harboring her.
Harboring her, that's right.
I ask myself, who? My little Grace Cells reply, probably Dr. Doncaster. Call him. Tell him ABC has been spotted and your men are closing in. Then, if I am right,
he'll go to her.
Exactly.
Really, it's so simple, it's childish.
And that's what it is, childish. What kind of a nut is going to harbour a nut who's already killed 3 times?
oh, so sorry. Oh, I trust you'll allow me to accept defeat with dignity. I don't relish this bum's rush.
No, of course not. All right, Inspector. I'll take it from here. Come along.
Oh, come on, boy.
I must say you're taking this extremely well, just like an Englishman.
Oh, you flatter me.
Not at all, I mean it.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Thank you. Allow me?
Oh, thank you.
Help! Help! I believe there's a man locked in there. You must find a key.
To town.
This hairpin came from the head of the most difficult woman in England, my wife's.
I think I'm beginning to think I've underestimated you. Shall we return?
Too much trouble.
Really?
If I put you on a plane, you'll only come back on the next.
Oh, yes.
You're determined not to go home till you've solved the case.
Yes.
Very well, then I shall speed things up. I've decided to help you. Proceed, driver. What are you going to do?
Well, I shall ring Dr. Doncaster, impersonate Inspector Japp.
You?
Of course. It's easy. Hello, Dr. Doncaster. This is Inspector Japp.
Well, you'll be very wise to tell him that.
This is Dr. Doncaster.
This is Inspector Japp here, sir. I think we may be able to use your help after all, sir. We've just spotted the young lady.
Spotted her?
Spotted, sir. We're hoping to pick her up at any moment.
So if you just hold yourself available, sir.
Where did you find her?
No, I'm afraid I can't tell you any more. Just at the moment. Goodbye.
Well, what did you think of that?
Very good. I could have done that.
Got to remember the number of the car.
Yes.
HMX 13B.
Oh, it's very good.
HMX 13B.
HMX
13X. HMB 13X. Ah!
HMX 13B.
That's right. I forgot to tell you. It's a big white American car.
Shh. Over the boot. In.
Oh, I really don't think I should care for that. That's usually for the luggage.
Do you wish to work with Poirot?
In.
Oh, what have you done?
What is it now?
We're working together, yes?
Well, where are we?
He went that way.
Well, wait. My foot's stuck. My foot's stuck! Oh. Oh, hello there. Would you mind coming over here? Oh. Could you come a bit closer? Oh. I wonder if I might trespass on your kindness. Yeah, I can't get out. It's my foot, you see. It's got caught somehow.
Has your little foot got caught?
That's right.
Has it? Oh. Oh, it's got caught. Oh. I'll have to unlace your shoe. Hold on. Oh.
Good evening.
Good night.
Ah, there you are, Mr. Perot.
Yes.
Not back home in Brussels.
Oh.
Might I inquire...
Is he dead?
Oh, yes, very much so.
Oh.
Ah, steady on, steady. Here, sit down.
Thank you, thank you.
Poison dart, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, in the neck. And the usual, of course.
The girl, she was here.
Oh, she's not here now, but we'll find her.
But who hit Poirot?
Ah, let's have him in.
All right, you. Aha.
He admits to clobbering you, sir.
Does he?
Oh, he made a complete statement.
Did he?
Boiled down, he thought Doncaster had killed his girlfriend, Betty Barnard.
Did he?
He was following the doctor.
Was he?
You were in the way.
I was?
Ah. When he got to the cabin, Doncaster was dead and the girl gone.
Gosh.
We're not holding him for the killing. We know who did that, don't we?
Do we?
But no doubt you'll want to press a charge of assault and battery.
I will? No.
Eh?
It's not. It's not in the public interest.
Well, what isn't?
For it to become known among the criminal classes that Poirot can be hit over the head.
Very well. See him off.
Call yourself a copper.
I'm not a copper.
Well, now, the deceased appears to have been harboring this young woman.
Yes. Well, thank you. Any, what you would call, clues, Inspector?
Clues appertain to mysteries, Mr. Poirot. There is no mystery here.
Lipstick.
Egyptian cigarette.
So that's what the girl smokes?
Yes. And so does Lady Diane Clark.
Very interesting, I'm sure.
Where is Hastings?
Well, we might introduce ourselves. My name's Hastings, Captain Hastings, Ministry of Agriculture and
Connie,
Fisheries.
phone Victoria 1992.
Ha. How do you do? I must make a note of that.
Hastings! 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 Hastings, it's Poirot. I'll get you out.
What are you doing, if I may ask?
My foot stuck and the lock must have jammed.
Oh, really?
We found the girl, sir.
Oh. My dear young lady.
Stop her! Right, I want nets.
Yes.
Right, you and you, get up there after her. See if you can't talk her down.
No, please. What? If she sees someone coming, she will jump.
Well, she'll probably do that anyway. Hurry up with those nets.
Oh, but if she really did come to me for help.
Are you still on about that? Go on, get up there.
If only I could talk to her.
Now, look, Mr. Poirot. Either they go up or you go up.
Hold my cane, please. You will hurry those nets, eh?
Bring those nets.
Amanda! Amanda! Please come down. If you come down, I can assist you. Amanda, please. You asked for my help before. I want to help you all I can. I know you're not to blame. It's not your fault. Amanda, I am your friend. I know you're not responsible. It will be all right, I promise. Amanda, I want you to come down.
Too late. It's too late.
No, it's not too late. No. No, Amanda. No. Please, no, don't. Don't jump. Please don't jump.
Let me try it. Oh, it's really excellent. You mustn't travel on an empty stomach, you know. Are you sure? So here goes. It's wonderful how they get this stuff up, you know. It's nothing but a load of old leftovers.
Ah, there you are. X. Not in public, dear chap. Sir Edward, please. How are you, Hercule?
Teddy, my old friend, good to see you. Sit down.
Ah, thank you.
Oh.
Oh,
thought I'd drop in and wish you bon voyage, Hercule. Pity the way things turned out, from your point of view, I mean. Well, of course, it was an open and shut case all along. Curious you couldn't see that. I often feel you continental chaps are just a little bit too fanciful for your own good. Gallic temperament, I suppose. Eh, Hastings?
Oh,
Extraordinary mixed bag, wasn't it? I mean, a water clown, a bowling alley instructress, a ship owner and psychiatrist. No rhyme or reason in it. Still, the poor thing was quite mad. Better off where she is, I suppose, bottom of the river. Oh, well, that's life. Ah, what have we here? Kidneys. I should have thought red herrings are more in your line, eh, Hercule?
Red herring. Red herring, of course!
What?
Kill 4 to kill 1.
Teddy, my old friend, I'm sorry. Hercule, sit down. You still have your health, Hercule. The government wants to keep it that way. In 1 hour from now, my private plane will be taking you home to Brussels.
Teddy, my dear old...
You are dealing with me this time. Not him.
Teddy, please, believe me.
I say, hadn't I better make the sauce for the jolly old rognons?
Teddy,
The
please.
sauce for the kidneys.
Yes. Well, yes. By Jove, I believe I can help you there. Ah, the kidneys. Yes. Now, first the salt. Lots and lots of salt. Now what have we here? The brandy. You give it a good tot. No? A bit more than that? Yes. All right, now we're ready.
Yes, indeed.
All right, we pour it in. Put it back. Well!
Please close the door at once.
Ah, the foreign gentleman.
I wish to speak to Mr. Franklin Clark.
I'm afraid Mr. Franklin is out, sir.
Very well, then. Lady Diane.
I'm afraid she's also out, sir.
Where are they?
They will shortly be on their way to Scotland, sir. The 5:32 from King's Cross.
Scotland?
For the funeral, sir. Mr. Franklin and Lady Diane are taking my late employer aboard one of his ships at Greenock. The burial, you understand, is to be at sea. Afterwards, sir, Mr. Franklin and Lady Diane are proceeding in the same vessel on a sunshine cruise of the South Americas to recover from what they describe as a strain of the past few days.
Ah, I see.
Come, get up.
I say, must we go on rushing around like this? I'm really feeling a bit queasy. Is it my imagination, or is it rather warm in here?
Mr. Franklin turned up the central heating before leaving and instructed that it remain so, sir. It is somewhat warm.
Good, then I'm all right.
Turn up the central heating. Hastings, don't stand there like a monument.
Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Arranging a little extra insurance, my friend.
Oh, really? Personally, I always feel perfectly safe with British Railways. Mind you, it's very different in France, isn't it?
I wouldn't know. I'm not French, I'm Belgian.
Well, it's the same thing. You both eat horse meat. Oh, no offense, old man. After all, it's you and I now, isn't it? Against the world. Ha.
think we deserve a little drink, don't you? Napoleon brandy. I've been keeping it for a special occasion.
What shall we drink to?
Our good fortune, don't you think?
Mind you, I feel sorry in a way.
Oh.
But I feel grateful to old Carp for being so rich.
I'm grateful to you. Is anything the matter, Diane?
I don't know. Suddenly I feel dizzy.
Really?
Franklin, what's happening? Franklin, it's the drink. You've... Oh.
It's quite all right, my darling. I've just put you to sleep for the moment.
Madam. I'm not stopping, madam.
Thank you.
Poirot!
Of course.
I think you owe me an explanation.
Very well. I believe you are now considerably richer than you were, eh?
If you're referring to my expectations on the death of my stepbrother, yes, I am, but...
Bert.
Well, she'll inherit just as much as I will.
Oh, yes. I do know that, of course.
We were just coming in here to see if everything was all right.
Uh-huh.
And then she passed out.
Oh. Assisted by a few grains of barbiturate dissolved in brandy, eh? Napoleon brandy, actually. To resume, I agree that Lady Diane also has the motive.
Motive? Motive for what?
For killing 4 people to kill 1. And thus inherit a fortune.
I'm afraid you're far ahead of me.
I ask myself, why should someone kill 4 times and make it look like the work of a maniac? My little grey cells answer, because there was an obvious motive to kill just 1 of them. So obvious, in fact, that even our friend Inspector Japp would be onto it at once, unless there were enough red herrings.
I have killed no one. Neither my stepbrother nor anybody else.
Oh, I know that. I know that you were no killer. You see, the real killer killed just once too often. Don't you agree?
You mean when I kill myself?
It grieves me to admit it did not occur to me at the time, but then everything began to fall into place. What if, when you went to Switzerland, it was not for your health, but to contact AA? What if it taught you his diving tricks? How to fall from a great height into the water and survive. Yes? Yes.
You are very clever, Monsieur Poirot.
And so now I wonder why you have deliberately involved Poirot in this?
Oh, baffling the great Monsieur Poirot added spice. I'm sure you will understand. My vanity is as great as yours.
Vanity? What do you mean, vanity? I'm not vanity. Allow me to hypothesize what will happen now. I will join Lady Diane in that coffin, and together we will be buried at sea in place of Sir Carmichael Clark, whose body, even now, is being used to boost the central heating of his own house.
Exactly.
You, then, will take the place of Lady Diane, and together with your brave chaperon, sail to the South Americas with both halves of the fortune to come.
Exactly. And now, Monsieur Poirot, your death will be an advantage to me, but not, I'm afraid, to you.
Naturally, I anticipated my little remarks would cause some small unpleasantness. I do hope my insurance is still in effect.
What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! Oh, stop that, will you?
I'm coming, Poirot! Poirot! Hastings! Hold steady, old fellow. I'm on my way. I'll help Hastings! I'm coming. We're in this together. Hold on! Where are you? I'll save you! I'm coming! Poirot! I'll save you! Poirot, save me! Poirot, help! Help!
Sir, Hastings, dear friend, you're taking this like a Belgian.